Ebony from 9 to 5 Work Rebels. So last week I done a talk about escaping 9 to 5. So I thought I'd come on here and share my story as to why I actually decided to leave the 9 to 5. So, when you think about it, we all go through the whole social norms, We all think that it's, we're sort of taught to believe, you go through your education system, you come out, you get your fancy job, and then, you're supposed to just be happy with that. But once I started actually working and I came out of university, I really, really didn't like the restrictiveness of working the 9 to 5. It was just really crazy. And I remember actually my first job, you come out of university, you're kind of excited, and I had this new job and I couldn't wait to get started. And I, started the new job, but immediately kind of felt like, is this really for me? Because it's quite restrictive. I enjoyed what I was doing, but I found it quite restrictive. And then suddenly I had a really hard time because a close family member of mine passed away, a young cousin of mine, and at that time he had a heart attack on an aeroplane, and he lived in the States, so I had to leave to go over to obviously attend the funeral. Really hard time because it was maybe like the second death that I had experienced, because you're kind of fresh out of university, you're still quite young. So I had lost someone, but this was like the second one. So it was quite a blow, and we were quite close, and I had literally just seen him on holiday. We have a family holiday, like a couple of months before then. So I've flown out for the funeral literally in a short space of time. So I literally went to New York for the weekend and long weekend, then came back. So it was like the Friday to the Monday. So I was back to work by, say, the Tuesday, the Wednesday or something like that. And I remember going back to work and being really down, obviously, and my manager was quite nice. He got me some flowers and a card and stuff. But then I was making my way back from like just going to get a cup of tea or something. And I heard another manager that worked with my manager saying to my boss at the time, oh my gosh, Ebony's just come back from a holiday. Why is she even taking a lunch break? And it was like, are you serious? Like, what the hell are you people talking about? So, I was quite young at that time, and so I wasn't as confident to speak up to deal with that. But I just knew that I wasn't going to stay there for very long if this is how they were going to treat me. So I remember going into the toilets, having a bit of a cry, coming back, being acting like it was nothing, nothing had affected me. But it really left a horrible feeling inside, like, oh, is this what work's going to be like? So, throughout the career, I kind of worked and went on. Sorry about this, it sounds like someone's banging around me, but hopefully you can hear me. But I moved on up and I went to the point where, I carried on with the career. You keep pushing, you keep moving. And for me, I kept trying to fit myself into this mold, is what it felt like, because wherever you go, you've got your time, limited hours you can do. Even when they say you can work flexibly, they say you can work between, as long as you do the core hours between, say, 10 to 3 or whatever that may be. Realistically, we've got a lot going on. And more than ever, we're not doing 9 to 5. At the event last week, people were saying they're doing more like, 8 to 7, 8 to 6. These are kind of hours that people are really doing. And we're giving up a lot of our time for money, essentially. But we're also giving up our time because we think it's a norm to do. And it doesn't have to be that way, is what I'm trying to say, And for me, I did go through a period of, climbing the career ladder, trying to get somewhere that you think you're trying to get to. But realising that inside you're still not happy. So that's why I looked at, what was my escape route. For me, my escape route was to become a consultant, because it meant that I could use my skills that I already had to work with others. As a consultant, you're basically being paid to, give your skills and your knowledge to help other businesses and other clients, basically, which is great. So I do that now. And yes, you have your good days and your bad days, but you are in charge of what you're doing. And for me, that is liberating, and that's the best thing about what I do, and it's something that you all can do. You can all consult as long as you've got a skill, but it's about doing something that you're really passionate about, because there's so many of us that are in jobs that we really hate, and I feel like it's an epidemic. Like, I've started this Facebook channel, which is it's free yourself from the 9 to 5. I just thought I'd give it a try and see how it was, and I've got like 10,000 people who like the page. So there's a lot of us out here who are not happy in a job, and there's statistics that are shown that. I've written articles about statistics, particularly in the UK, where more than half of the UK workforce apparently are not happy with their jobs and are not happy in their jobs. And I'm not really surprised. A lot of us are just going along because we think we have to, or because we've got bills to pay. But the truth is, we are not born to just pay bills and then to die. We have a life to live, so we should start living our life, okay? So I'm all about trying to look for ways that we can do that. So like I said, becoming a consultant, definitely one way that you guys can secure, you know, some income and actually take some time to do things that you love. Like for me, I get to do things like, you know, writing books. I really enjoy writing, so I've been working on my book at the moment, but I've also been doing, like I said, speaking engagements and other things like that. And I'm actually looking into FBA at the moment because I've seen so many adverts out here that talk about how much money you can earn. I don't know how true it is, but I will be doing a real true reveal on this channel about it, okay? I've been researching. So at the moment I'm in my finding the product phase, but I'll do a separate video on that one. But just want to say, just it's your life, and the choice of what you do is up to you, and we have responsibility to ourselves to make sure that we are happy. So be happy no matter what you're doing. Life is short. Be happy, okay? And have a great day.